Have you ever questioned what you really want? Have you ever been confused, especially in this time of awakening? Have you ever been like, I don't even know what I want. I don't think I want anything. Or have you gotten on the momentum of like, I can create anything. I want a vacation. I want a car. I want this. I want that. And then you're kind of like, do I really want that? So I have a list for you, a list about this big of questions you can ask that help you get really clear with whether you really, truly desire to manifest this. So I want to share with you. Let's see, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's like 10, over 10 questions. And it's kind of leads you through a process of, do you really want to be manifesting this? Or does this ask need to be readjusted? All right, so I'm going to lead you through that in just a minute. And by the end of this video, you will have a very clear, distinct knowing of whether this is the manifestation for you or whether you really want to shift this, okay? My name is Rebecca Abraxas. I'm here on this channel helping people to remember their greatness, to wake up in their awakening, and to really fine-tune and manage the gap of their vibrations so they live their best life and they contribute and have a strong purpose, sense of inner peace, and personal power. So if that is you and you want to join the tribe, be sure to subscribe and click that bell. All right, so let's dive in. How do you know that what you are working on manifesting is truly something that you want to have in your life that's really going to fulfill you? So the first question on this list in my journal, why do you want this? You want to ask the question. So put up your manifestation right here and just ask, why do I want that? What you come up with is going to be very interesting to you. You know, do you want it because, is it like a physical want? Is it an egoic want? Is it a want because it goes along with your belief system? Is that belief system outdated? Find out why you want this. Do you think it's going to make you happy? Is it going to make you give you inner peace? So really fine tune why you want what you want. All right, the next question is, if you manifest this, what will it feed? What does it feed? What vibration does it feed? If we're working with the emotional guidance scale, there's 22 feelings and sensations on that. If you manifest this thing, what sensation will it feed? What part of you will it feed? This is really good information. The third question is this manifestation a distraction? This is a great question, because how many times do we want something to be distracted from our deepest awakening, our deepest evolution, right? We may, like, what's the next shiny object over here? Perhaps you're on the trajectory for awakening and ascension and deep inner peace and this and that, and then you just kept getting distracted by shiny new objects, right? Like, what? Oh, well, if I'm a deliberate creator, let's go to the Bahamas, or let's go do this. And you know, the next few questions are going to help us identify, well, is it really a shiny object distraction element, or is it really aligned with my highest evolution that I'm on? So the next question after that is, what energy is your manifestation? This is a super important question to ask. You know, what's the energy of what you're manifesting? Okay, and the next question is, does this match your highest vibration? So to know this, you have to really know yourself. You have to know the vibration you are and what you're working toward. Does your manifestation, the vibration of that, match your highest vibration of lightness? Okay, so if you are going to choose something in your life, most likely you want to choose it because it's going to bring the lightness and your highest self, right? So get the energy of what that manifestation is, and does it match your highest self? The next question is it a want? These next three questions are kind of interesting, and let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. Is it a want? So my awareness is that a want is coming from a lack. I want money because I lack money. I want a relationship because I lack a good relationship. I want. It has this frequency of I want it because I lack it. Okay. So notice, is your manifestation a want? Okay. And just take note if that's where you want to live from. Okay, the next question, is it a desire? Now, when we live from a desire, a lot of times it's like a curiosity, right? How curious are you about experiencing something? And is that curiosity help with your highest self and your personal evolution? Or is it just curious? Is that curiosity feeding something from your past that you've outgrown? So, a really important question. And finally, is it your part of your evolution? Is this manifestation part of your evolution? Is this part of your greatest awakening? All right. And if it is, then yeah, let's just keep going with it. Okay, so that's those three questions. Is it? Is it a want? Is it a desire? Or is it part of your evolution? The next question, does this feed your higher self or your lower self? The higher mind or the lower mind? This manifestation, this thing that you want to experience in life, is it going to support the energy of your highest self and your highest mind, or your lower self and your lower mind? So as we go through this awakening process, we start to realize that, oh, we need to clean house. Like, this stuff isn't that important to me anymore. So if you've had this dream your whole life, you may wake up one day and be like, this isn't that important anymore. And there's a little grieving process about that, but just know that there's other things that are important now and reach for those. All right, the next question is, there's three more questions. Do you still want to engage with manifesting it? So after you get all the information from the questions that we just listed, is this something that's in alignment with you right now? So during the awakening ascension process, you know, there's that term, weeding the garden, right? Weeding the garden of, you know, work environments or friends or family or where we live on the planet, what books are in our house, what we eat. That's all about weeding the garden. And what you're manifesting gets weeded too. It might be outdated now. Or, and the last question is, does this manifestation require adjustment? Super important question. So perhaps you still want to manifest it, but you need to tweak it in a few ways, okay? So maybe traveling still is something you want to manifest, but where you travel and who you travel with might change now because of where you are on your awakening journey. So manifesting is associated with the law of attraction. What I take a look at in this channel is what's underlying the law of attraction. It's the law of vibration and the law of assumption. What we are, we attract. So what we're manifesting has a lot to do with what we are in this moment. And if we are growing and evolving in the Great Awakening here, and we are even growing out of our awakening process and we're heading into our ascension journey, your manifestations definitely are going to change. And they are going to look very different than everyone's on social media that's saying, look at me in Hawaii or in the Caribbean, or look at me in this job, or look at me, whatever that kind of look at me like lifestyle is. You may not resonate with that anymore. You know, that look at me lifestyle is coming from a bit of a different frequency that you might have grown out of. And so what I love to tell people is, you know, make sure your 3 P's are intact. Your peace, your purpose, and your power. Deep inner peace, deep purpose, and potent power, personal power. And when those 3 are in place, what you really want to experience really comes to you. There's not a lot of vision boarding or a lot of affirmations and things like that. I am a huge proponent of rescripting, and I found it to really be powerful in family life as you as I re-script how I want to be experiencing family relationships, how I want to be experiencing parenting with my teens. I have found scripting and writing comments like, I'm so happy and grateful that I've experienced this with my sons and my husband. And, you know, and I want to experience great communication. I love being a good communicator with my family. And that kind of scripting, I find is so powerful. And it helps me get into the energy and the vibration of being a good communicator. If I am constantly saying that it's already happened, that I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a good communicator, I'm having some easeful communications and interactions and experiences with my teens, with my family, with my colleagues. You know, as you say that, then you start being the energy of it, and that's powerful, right? So the law of vibration says what we are, we attract. And so I hope this list helped you clarify and up leveled and upgraded your what you really want to be manifesting. So that it's truly in alignment with who you are and be right now in this moment. So many times as we go through our awakening and we've had our awakening journeys and our vibration is higher, we forget that not everything on the vision board is relevant to us anymore. So I really encourage you to upgrade and readjust what those things are and the energy that they're coming from. Okay, let me know in the comments. Was this helpful to you? And let me know. I will also put a link to the list. I think I'll make a PDF out of this, and so I can give you those questions if that'll be helpful. But give me a little bit of time. I gotta get those up, but just revisit, and I will definitely get that PDF link into the descriptions. Which reminds me here, if you'd like to go over to RebeccaAbraxas.com, there is a free quiz. There's a free quiz that you can take about your voice. What is your voice telling you? Okay, what you, the thoughts, feelings, and emotions you have about your voice, about being heard or not being heard, about being seen, that kind of thing. It's a really powerful quiz to let you know where you are and what would be the best place to focus for cleaning up vibration and for personal growth. So that's free for you. Just head over to RebeccaAbraxas.com and you could be part of that tribe as well. Now, thanks so much for the light you be on the planet. Thank you so much for taking the jump into your awakening journey and helping the planet and the collective raise at this time of the great awakening. If you have any thoughts and comments or questions, let me know. Let me know in the comments section. What would you like more videos about? What questions can I answer for you? All right. Namaste, beautiful being.